Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. It be coming like this on the intro, what they here for. If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, and all to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't try to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust him cause he not my cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night that's still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue. I'm making pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm awesome.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the Bears leader at quarterback. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Bears and the Vikings, and it comes your way next.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club, and losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of...
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up a throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I hope we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
The numbers for Jackson in last week's game. 8 carries, 92 yards. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Justin Jefferson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 12 carries, 52 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Meanwhile, Brunson's throw taken in by Hawkinson here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
To Mixon on the check down. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To the air again, it's Cousins. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights on in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Right where they set him down started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Okay, ready? Hurry!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. The Bears are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll drop to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. Pressure comes and down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. That's pulled in at the 32. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, people are going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And it's the Lions who hold on to the lead in that one. Jared Goff has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we stay in the AFC East. We head to Buffalo to see what's happening with the Bills. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Isaiah McKenzie, well over 100 yards with 2 touchdown catches to boot. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic. See what's happening over in London, where it was the Giants acting as the visitors who were able to come away with the victory. Sterling Shepard leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they did not have...
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket, beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Cook again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And they're going to speed things up here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Justin Tucker is set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play fake. Cousins. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Take it at the 37. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On the give, here comes Jackson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Shoves him aside. And they'll get this down to the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Bears. Kyle Pitts. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bears add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Vikings nothing. Justin Tucker is set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. And that pick six, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
To throw is Cousins. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down throw for Cousins. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing on second and long. Cousins over the middle, complete. It's Osborne. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. Cousins to throw it. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. The 30. 10. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for the Bears, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup now.
Hello, new world. All the boys boys and girls, I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah.
Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss, take off the weird jewelry. I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off. Take off them fabricated streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo, take off the Sandro Pay, 5-day stay, take a $250,000, hella follow. Take off the fuck flag, take off reception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off the decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the should know, take off the Doja, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have?
You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they cover up us? Get back in pocket. The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage. The market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't Monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all getting jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal. Done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles. I know the feelings that came with burial cries.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick back in 2018 from Wyoming, Josh Allen.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Eluding the pressure right. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass downfield and fell incomplete.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a throw from outside the pocket, complete out left. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Back to throw again. To the right side, it's Kelsey.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now a give, it's Jackson. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in? And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
You better strap up tight if you're standing Brian Robinson's way. He will try to go through and carry guys along to pick up extra yardage, and he really relishes finishing runs with authority.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a third down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Got an open man, finds Gibson.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, it's Robinson.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
And now they'll throw with Allen. This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
There's no doubt that Curtis Samuel and Washington would both welcome a redo at his first year there. Injuries kept him to less than 100 snaps across 5 games. Everyone's hoping to return to help get him back on track, but he's making a push for his first 1,000-yard season in Carolina. That catch there, good for a first down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's Allen to throw it.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Allen. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point from McManus is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Plenty to look forward to in that early window. One being a noontime start up in Green Bay. A big one for the Packers as they'll square off against the New York Jets. In the late afternoon games, it'll be loud in Kansas.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And well, we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. 4 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never...
He's got him in! Complete! Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there on a first down again.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Allen from the gun on third down.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat of this ball game as well. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to make touchdown,
Jamar Chase,
his first touchdown of the year.
And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To the air, Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Shreds him with his stiff arm. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now at Soldier Field. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 10 and the Bears first down. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw now on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they showed there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker able